One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gentry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And this slant route you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them with a wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, gets his body in the way, but right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
One of the things I love about bootlegs for former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on you on second down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Alabama will get the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They send the tight end in motion. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
He wants to change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to get the corner. Got enough for the 1st. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. He now has 62 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
7 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Bargava. The short hands, it's Huff. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintained.
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Grabbed in the middle, it's G-Burg. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short.
29 Philly.
Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. A lot of room to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Football 7.
With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it, you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, Ole Miss, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He is looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Bargava. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Acho. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air, it's Bargava. Caught over the middle, it's G-Burg. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Huff. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
Getting set for the point after. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That one comes out hot down the right side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
To the air, it's Bargava using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pocket breaking down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And this guy's showing. His hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bargava. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense got it. Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Bargava. Dumps it to the back. Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets a block. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bargava. The quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
the day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to pass, it's Bargava. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Flawletta. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He took a hit as he threw it, and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And this one is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It's complete to the right.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got him downfield. Turning it on. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here comes the heat. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll send the back in motion. The snap sets up the throw. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! A great catch and run for 6. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Made a defender miss. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Slides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They go to the draw. Gets it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Flaletta. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Working that left side now. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is... Wait. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing.
Catch inside the 25. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
70. Ole Miss 13.
On the run from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.